Welcome to episode 3 of ADisElevated. You see my guest already on the screen. His name we'll get to in just a second. I like to refer to him as, a combination of Jesse Williams and Malcolm X. This is Xavier Marable.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Clap for yourself. Come on, come
Hey.
on. I left out your entire government, but you've got
Oh, thank you.
you got two middle names, right?
hmm
What's the middle name? What's the middle names?
William Thomas.
There we go. He said it. I didn't put him on blast. I didn't want to feel comfortable
You
saying
asked.
Xavier William Thomas Marable. Yeah, but you didn't have to answer.
XWTM initials.
XWTM X. No, hang on. No, that don't work. Oh yeah, that is 4 letters. Okay, all right. When you said it, it felt like it was like 3 letters. I'm like, hang on, this don't work.
No.
Now hang on, because I'd be like, I hear two different ways to say Xavier. Is it Xavier or is it Xavier? I feel like right now, the first time I said Xavier, I don't know if I ever called him Xavier. I call you Zay for real. So like, how do
Yeah,
you say it? Is it Xavier or is it Xavier?
it's Xavier.
Okay, so I definitely
But
said
a
it
lot of
wrong
people
at the opening of this interview for sure. That was the first time I said
no, a lot of people say Xavier, but a lot of people call me X or Zay if I like really know them.
X is. Yeah, I don't think I ever like called you X. I don't.
They call me that at work.
They call you that at work. Okay, yeah. Oh, so look, Malcolm X. See, for real, that works out. Yeah. No, I feel like really, I feel like if you put Malcolm X and Jesse Williams together, I feel like that's what you look. That's a good combination though.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? But you're yourself though. So not to forget any of those individuals, but you are Zay. You are the Zay. Well, welcome. Thank you for agreeing to do this. And I pray that it does not tarnish your brand in any way, shape, form, or fashion, Zay. The cut, as we just discussed, is fresh. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
What barbershop do you go to? Can I put it out there?
Yeah, it's called Mez in Willoughby.
Mez, like MEZ.
Yeah, MEZ. Yeah,
What's it mean?
I don't know. I
Mez,
think that might just be his last name.
Mez
I kind of want to double check.
in Willoughby, Ohio. Yeah, what's Mez mean? What you trying to like mestizo or something? Like what does Mez mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Mez Barbershop in Willoughby, Ohio.
I mean, well, he got you right, or whoever cut you got you right, man. So shout out to that.
Thanks.
So I met you in let's say I think I became familiar with who you were in 2021, definitely 2022, as I was in my first academic year at the University of Findlay, and at that time you had already been doing what you were doing, and behind the lens, right, for all the sports at UF, and then what I had down the line learned, what I don't know what there's like you got like 18 pages on Instagram, but like when people pop up and you're like popular, like expected explorer, known, whatever area, and I'm like, okay, what's this? This is a Zay page. Oh, this is like pictures of parties. Okay, all right, but yeah, so like I forget they were called something, but
Xavier Disposables was
disposables. That's what it was.
the
Disposables. Yes, I'm like I know it, but I can't figure it out. Yeah. So, anyways, but like
yeah.
and I don't want to put you in a box because I think you do so much. But between photography, videography, you're a genuine creative, but you're creative with mad talent, with talent that just people just don't have. They don't. I can do this. No, you do this. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
Um,
that.
no, for sure. So I've been wanting to, have a conversation with you like in this setting for a while now. So we're gonna start from the beginning a little bit. You're originally from Ohio. You're originally from are you from Clayton, Ohio? Or are you yeah where you
I just say Dayton.
okay? So let's dissect this. And before we get this, before we get any further, I want to make sure we address, man, you are the son of the Honorable James and Tanya Marable. Yeah. Before
The
we get further, you know
legends.
what I'm saying?
The Don Julios. Yeah, yeah.
Child of God, child of God.
Yes,
Come on
sir.
now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a couple of things we need to make sure we address there. We should have addressed those things way earlier. But okay. So where in Dayton are you from? In Dayton, where you? Yeah.
I'm from Clayton, Ohio, which
Okay.
is from downtown Dayton a good like 20 minutes.
Okay. So you're not from Dayton. You from
Well, I say Dayton is general.
Clayton sounds like it's in the middle of the country.
Kinda.
Okay.
We
Where'd
got
your
some
bike?
cornfields.
Say it again. Some cornfields.
We got some cornfields across the street from me. Yeah.
Where'd your bike get stolen? What city was that?
my, bike,
I gotta bring
my,
this up. I gotta bring this up.
my bike got stolen when we lived in Trotwood.
Oh, it had to
which
get
is
stolen when
kind
you
of
lived in
right next,
Trotwood.
which is kind of right next to Clayton. Yeah.
All right, so I would like us to lie from now on and just say that the bike got stolen in Clayton.
Okay.
All right, cool. Didn't get stolen in Trotwood. Man, man, man. Um, you had a rough childhood. Your house burned down,
Yeah.
right? Man, no, no, no.
I didn't mean to laugh. I just wasn't
See, that's
prepared.
that's sick work. That's sick work. Man, would your dad appreciate you laughing
That's
at
real
that?
though. It did. And now we
So,
have like the smoke fires and everything, so it smells like what it smelled like in 2015.
are you experiencing PTSD right now?
Um, no, but it did hit me, and I was like, oh.
You know that for sure. Okay, I remember this, right?
Mm.
No, and I said it in a funny manner, right? But how was it as a kid? How old were you when that occurred?
It was April Fool, so it was 2015. I was 14.
And it
It was
was
on April Fool's Day.
I think I do remember hearing that. That's sick work on
Hmm.
April Fool's Day. And so what like and I've seen pictures, but like just to like for anybody who's listening or watching right now, pretty much the entire house was like it was done.
It
It was
was
cooked.
cooked.
Oh,
It was cooked.
that's crazy.
And our dogs were in there too, but thankfully they survived.
Okay, all right. Cool,
Yeah.
there we go. How did it happen?
The refrigerator. I know. The motor in the bottom of the refrigerator
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
decided it didn't want to work anymore,
Man,
and it kind of just went up
just
like
went
that.
up.
Oh.
It's crazy,
Mhm.
crazy. No, but you had a beautiful childhood though, from what I gathered, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. That's just
I
having.
can't complain.
Yeah, it seemed like you, man. You have, man. You got. Tell you what, you got some great parents, man. You got some great parents. Um, yeah, I couldn't imagine you having a rough childhood, but had to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah. I mean, you still got a full wardrobe at home at your parents' home, right?
Yeah, I still got some bands there. Yeah.
There's some bands there. It's crazy. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Next time I go down there, we gonna help you get rid of some stuff without you knowing. Yeah, yeah.
What?
That's what's gonna happen, man. No, you got some polo stuff in there. I like. But no, man. When did you first pick up a camera?
Oh, I used to always take my mom's or my dad's phone, either one, and I would just like take pictures of nature whenever we would like walk outside or whatever. That's how like every photographer starts. Like, oh, I just want to take pictures of nature, da, 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 whatever.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do when I was little. I was like, flowers, trees,
Like how
whatever.
how old?
I was like maybe like 10.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you picking up there Polaroid, digital, disposable cameras. What like just or any camera they had?
Any camera they had, but it was digital. It was like on their phone, so it wasn't
I forgot we
film.
got like a 10-year age gap. That's right. Yeah, but yeah, you
Yeah.
know about yeah. Anyways, your
No,
Polaroid
I know about it.
your Polaroids are like fake vintage, is what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you okay? So you would pick up the cameras and you just want to take nature shots, and then did you ever like was there ever like a break or was it just camera in hand all the
No,
time then?
no, there was a break. There was maybe like, ooh, I didn't take it serious until like sophomore year of college. So I think a break all through high school
Wow,
and kind of middle school, yeah. And then
wow.
it kind of just like randomly like came back, and then I started working with the athletic department at Finley.
And I'm gonna jump around here. So at 10, when you first had the desire to pick up the camera, what fascinated you about the camera and nature in that regard? What was your eye or your mind, seeing?
I think just like having a different perspective than like the average person. So like I'm gonna do a different example. Like if I'm at a football game or something, I have a completely different perspective than someone that's like far away in the stands. So I
Okay.
can like see the details of like what's happening in the trenches or wide out wherever in the safeties.
Hmm.
So I just think that kind of just like fascinated me a little bit.
Okay. No, I did. I did. So fast forward, then you get to sophomore year of college. What hits you in that time period of like, I'm gonna pick a camera up again, or I'm gonna give this a try? What hits you?
I think like being an athlete, so I was friends with all the other athletes in different sports. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the volleyball game and just like grab some photos from my friends, da da da, whatever. Just because I like knew how to do it,
Right.
and they need something for social media. So I was like, and I'm already at the game anyway.
No, for sure. You already enjoy. I might as well have double up, right? Like,
Mhm.
so you're taking pictures for your friends. When did the itch hit that? Like, when did it change from that? Now, mind you, you were still doing that, but like, even junior senior year because they're still your friends, right? But like
Hmm.
at that point, in my opinion, it had turned. It's now I'm not just here taking pictures for my friends. I'm doing this because I love it, but also now this is my passion. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that?
Uh, I think my senior year when I got my new camera that I have now, my
Okay.
Sony, that kind of like flipped the whole script on like how everything looked, worked, da da da, whatever.
Hmm.
So I think like the clarity and like the efficiency of that camera like was like, yeah, I'm on that.
Man,
This is what I'm like. Mhm.
no, I'm with it. What and forgive me for not knowing, but before you at UF, like your freshman or sophomore year, before you became Shots by Zay, right, or were known as that, right? Um, was there someone filling that void that you had filled once you picked up the camera there? Was there someone that was you before you, if you will, or kind
Like,
of?
but
Yeah.
like before me, no.
Okay. No, I know. I mean, I
No.
imagine what. And I mean, I'm obviously biased, but like when I look at your body of work, like it's like okay, like no, I don't think there's anybody that's touching that, right? But like
Mhm.
now, I see two or three individuals in the past 2 or 3 years, right? That like okay, they're doing or trying to do, and kind of in a way because there's no Zay there anymore, right? But like um, they would be the ones to like be filling that void. Now,
Mhm.
once again, biased, but also like I'm gonna keep it funky too. Like I don't think that I know that they're not doing what you was doing, right? But like they'd be like the photographer of the sports, independently,
Mhm.
And shout out to them. I'm not doing. I can't do it. So like,
Yeah.
but like, so that's why I was like, okay, was there like a Zay before Zay arrived? I think and I've always thought this since I've known about your body of work. I think you catalog is like untouchable. So I'm gonna say this. No, serious. I'm gonna say this before we get to the end and I forget. But like, yeah, I think. I mean, mind you, University of Findlay, I love it, right? Love it for so many reasons. But it is, there's a smaller institution, right?
Mhm.
I wonder, I wonder what I almost think, and I say this to a lot of individuals, not a lot, not a lot, but a fair amount. Um, Almost like this place is too small for you, right? Like,
Mhm.
man, Zay, go to New York, go to Paris.
Well, that like wasn't the main reason why I went to Finley. That was kind of just
Oh,
like a side thing that popped up.
for sure, no, 100%, 100%. But
Yeah.
like, I'm like, what you're doing here, man. If you was on a different platform, you would have been hit over here just because your body of work is that good. And
Thank you.
sometimes I think an individual can do more. It goes both ways, right? But I think an individual can do more for the platform than the platform does for the individual, right? And I think both
Mhm.
sides have to be able to recognize whichever way that goes. And so I think you did a lot um, for and with the platform that you had. And now you have your own platform and it's going to other platforms and so on and so forth. But like you said, that wasn't the reason you came to UF, right? You came to UF for track because you are a track star. And you
Mhm.
were chasing your dreams. So sorry. Yep, I'm corny. It doesn't stop. It's real life. So you graduated from what high school?
Northmount High School.
Thunderbolt?
Yep.
Okay, Thunderbolt. And ran track all throughout high school?
Mhm.
And what events did you do in high school?
In high school, I ran the 400 mainly 4x4 and 200 rarely.
Okay. What's your favorite event to run all time?
The four.
The four. Okay, the four is fun.
I know that's like a love hate answer.
Okay, you know what? I feel like I hear that. The four is fun to watch though too. It's one of them ones just like okay.
Hmm.
And did you always have aspirations to go to college for track?
Um, yeah, once my mom was like, you could use this to pay for school. I
Okay.
was like, oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you love track though too, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Tell me about the process of getting to Findlay from high school. Like, were you looking at other universities? Was Findlay first choice? Why you chose Findlay? Yeah,
Um, Out of high school.
taking me
Well,
back.
I kind of had some offers. I had one from Findlay, Tiffin, Cincinnati. I had looked at Kentucky, and I took visits to all of them,
Right.
and I kind of was just like figuring out what I liked the best. Like that's what most people say. Like what fits the best. That I wanted to go to Kentucky, of course. That was my dream school.
Oh, the Wildcats, like Kentucky,
The
Kentucky.
Wildcats. Yeah, that was my dream school.
That'd be hard.
Cincinnati was my second, and then Finley was my third.
Okay, right.
But I met with Coach Kraut. He met with me at what was it, districts at Piqua or
Got you.
regionals at Piqua,
Hmm.
and like we had a good conversation. And then I went and took my visit, and I was like, I might be down.
It's the spot for me. Or it
And
could be the
yeah,
spot for me.
yeah. And the scholarship was good, so I was like, I don't, might have to do that. Might have to
Check
do
mark.
that.
Cool.
So then, and then that was after I got hurt. Kraut was still like looking at me after I got hurt
You got
because
hurt
I
in
got
high
hurt
school.
my junior year of high school, I believe.
Okay,
Junior, senior year, and
right.
I got hurt. And he still was like trying to get me to go, and I was like, okay. And then I went.
Come on. That's
And
loyalty,
then
bro.
that whole thing it like exploded to what it was.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Man. So tell me about college and you're focused on track, but you've also found another passion while you're in college and doing both, right?
Hmm.
Being a full I mean, look, a full-time athlete, a full-time student, and then in my opinion, full time, photographer, creative, right? Like, um, how was the balance there? Were you able to find balance? Was it always enjoyable? Were there tough times, pursuing one more than the other? Or, yeah, describe that for me in your collegiate time.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Come on.
Like it was so perfect. Like my whole track career through the 6 years that I was there for undergrad and masters, I was like, I wouldn't trade any of that. How it went is how it went, and I just loved every minute of it. Um, Photo wise, like creative wise, I started with the parties, like we talked about earlier, Xavier Disposables, and that kind of like blew up along with like the track success. And then I don't know, I'm just like a goofy person. I just talk to people. So then like the
Real?
school part kind of just like all blended together with it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it kind of just made an entity of itself as
No,
one whole like being.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were still going. Okay, no, I feel like it happened organically for you, right?
Yeah.
All meshed together, right? And you're just doing
When
what
I
you.
didn't expect any of that to happen. I didn't expect to come in freshman year of college and go to nationals. Like I didn't expect to
Come
do
on.
that.
And well, that's what happened when XWTM. You feel me? Not everybody can be
Hmm.
XWTM. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
XW
The only
trademark. You
one.
feel me? No, for
I
sure.
should.
Yeah, no, facts. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Yeah. Are there creatives in your family? Like, are your mom or dad? Do they have creative like outlets?
My brother is
Okay.
pretty creative. He works in marketing,
Okay.
but he right now he works at a like design
Right.
place in Cincinnati. So like they do all the murals that you see on the walls in Cincinnati.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I
That
was like, from a young age, I was like, I kind of want to follow his footsteps of like being in like a creative industry.
that's real. Is this the brother that be on the Love on Fourth Instagram pictures?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
oldest one,
Yeah, I see. I just remember scrolling. I'm like, hang on, that gotta be. He looked like a Marable. That I'm
the
pretty.
parties.
I seen a photo. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, um,
Hmm.
yeah, man. Yeah, be watching the people. We see everything. Just kidding. Um, no, shout out to the creatives though, man. I like, I don't think enough people. I think it's more nowadays because we have so many outlets for it. But I don't think enough people,
Hmm.
tap into their creative. If that makes sense. And there are so many ways to be
Hmm.
creative, right? But I love when I see someone that's like, oh no, that's a genuine dope creative right there. Tell me about some of your challenges though in college, whether it was injury or other roadblock. What was a time that hit hard for you, or even post college, right? That like smack you in
Hmm.
the face, like, oh, what am I about to do to get through this or over this or handle this, right?
I think
Give me sport and creative career challenge.
I think in college my biggest challenge was when I pulled my groin running at Cincinnati. Yeah, because I it never like felt the same, so that kind of like changed the whole thing. And I had 2 more years left.
Man,
Yeah, and it trying to kind of change the whole thing of like how I ran. I ended up like getting down closer to where I was running, but it never was the same.
wow.
So
Okay.
I think that was the biggest thing. And then after college and then getting a job, I kind of realized that like I couldn't do the pro aspirations
Okay.
because of like, the work schedule. So I wasn't really comprehending that because I was like, oh, work is like school
I
and
did I
schoolwork.
did this
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
I can do both, but that's not the case.
It's a little different, no, for sure.
Look,
How did you settle with that? Like, yeah, like how did you find
um,
peace with that?
I think just like staying in the gym and like staying fit, to be honest. Like,
Okay,
I feel
okay,
like that's helped me to keep some sort of like athletic routine.
right.
So like I lift like 3 times a week.
Okay, come on. Yeah, you still get it in. You still feel good, right?
Hmm.
Um, but you're also still doing your job and having fun doing what you do. That's
Yeah,
real. So you graduate with your bachelor's from University of Finley. What was your bachelor's in?
business management.
Business management. Then you graduate from the MAPC program, Masters of Arts in Professional Communication, right? With
Shout out.
your master's. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Come on now. Um, and um, and then you're in the job search area, right? Um,
Hmm.
how did you land where you're at now at Spire? How did that come about?
Um, I think it was like on Indeed. Like I was sending like so many different applications, blah blah whatever. I was working at a like a pet hotel, like where
Oh,
people send their
I
pets when
remember
they go on
this.
vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was working there over the summer, and then
I forgot.
I yeah, that was a great job. And
Come
then
on,
I sent my application, and then I went on vacation
right?
for 2 weeks, and then came back, and then I had the job at Spire
Wow. Now,
that I'm at now.
how many applications do you think you submitted, for jobs in that time period between graduating with your master's to getting the job at Spire?
Maybe a good. This is a small number. Maybe a good like 60.
Okay, so you said 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Some are like hundreds that they send.
no, no, for sure. Okay, so that's what you're saying for sure. But I think even people are scared to send or submit that many, right? And so that's why I asked
Mhm.
because I think a lot of people like give up before they're even started, right? Or don't give
Mhm.
themselves a chance, right? Sometimes I
Right.
think you just gotta this may not be what you want to do, but sometimes you just gotta, submit this or just put this out here just to see if you even get a bite back, right? Sometimes it's
Mhm.
worth going to the interview just because, right?
Well, you sound like my parents.
Uh, I guess I'm getting old, but like, I mean, they're not old. They're not old. They're not old. I couldn't be your parent, like realistically, because
Oh,
no,
you in
see,
trouble.
I love y'all. I love y'all, Mama and Papa Marable. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? My bad. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Zay, some of this. I sound wise. That's what I am. I sound wise, not old. I sound wise.
Wise counsel. My dad also says that. Wise counsel.
Hang on. I'm not actually mad at that. I'm happy about that. I don't know
No,
why.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh,
That's a
look, they
good.
still be dancing and going to ballrooms and doing
Hmm.
all this line dance, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Hmm.
Yeah, your dad's still curling 100 pounds and whatever. Yeah, I seen the
Doing
video.
his little farmers carries. People speaking about that, people he tells us that people stop him in the gym when he's doing his farmers carry because they're
Right.
like, "Oh my gosh, like you're doing so much weight. Like how old are you?" They
That's
think
what
he like they think he like old and he's not supposed to be lifting no weights.
no,
Like,
your dad's a big dude for real. Like, look,
mhm.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'm gonna say this right here. I want no problems. I want no problems. You know what I'm saying? God bless you, Simi. She can't hear me, but I had to make sure it was on wax. Um,
No.
no, look, man. No, yeah, Look, if I could do that when I'm, whatever his age is, what 42, then then I'm gonna do that when I'm 42. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
yeah, no, shout out to your parents, man. You got dope parents.
Thanks.
Um, how has Spire been for you since you're now in and I'm going to argue that you were in the professional sphere while you were doing what you were doing at UF, right? But in the
Mhm.
quote unquote professional sphere now, how has Spire treated you? How have you enjoyed being in the professional space doing what you do?
I was just talking to someone the other day, and I like was sitting back and realizing like how much growth I've actually had.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, like I kind of wore different hats in the role that I was in and kind of learned more things outside of just like photos. So like I learned social media manager stuff, content manager things, and like how to execute a photo shoot from here to here, like
Okay,
how you
okay,
see it like on the phone.
right,
And I just feel like I just had a ton of growth in it. Cause I even look back at a year ago photo shoot that I did for a media day
right.
versus the Adidas one that I just dropped like a couple of weeks ago,
Hmm.
and it was like drastically different. So I was like,
Serious.
Oh, I'm lit. Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
I'm lit. No, facts. Come on. No, you've been lit, man. It's only going to get better. And I don't even for you. I don't even know that I'm sure I could see growth if I really look down at it. But I just think that you use your body of work is nice from all the way here to where you at now. That I don't know that I'm gonna be able to like pinpoint all the time to say this is significantly better than that. Like I feel like you do that, right? Which makes sense. You're gonna be your own worst critic.
Yeah.
But like man, I'll be seeing. I'm like, no, this is all dope.
Mm.
Do you have a favorite sport to shoot?
Ooh. Can I answer two?
Come on.
Baseball and golf.
Baseball and golf. Why?
Because I've only shot golf one time in college,
Okay.
and the it was so like peaceful. It was like little mist, like it was in the fall time.
Hmm.
It was like all pretty and cool, and I was like, "Oh, this is my vibe." Like it was just slow walking, no one's sweating. Like it was great. Baseball, I like how aesthetically it looks
Okay.
because you can feel like really like new and like up to date or really old back to like its original state. So
Okay.
like even detailed shots of like baseballs on the wall, the boxes of baseballs, them with their glasses on,
Okay.
the sunflower seeds, kicking the dust up when they're knocking it off their shoes or whatever. It's
Right.
cool. The little detail stuff in baseball I like.
Right. No, see, I wouldn't think about like when you're describing things. I'm now like hearing your thoughts, right? Hearing you, seeing your eye. You told me to pick up a camera and shoot baseball. My first thought, I'm not thinking about sunflower seeds, right? I'm not thinking about seeing the dust fly off their shoes, right, or their cleats, right, or whatever, right? So like, no, I think that just you think differently than the average person. Are you able to walk around daily without seeing stuff how it would look through a lens, or are you always like, hmm,
If I don't, well, no, there's times where I am like, I don't have my camera and I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, that'd be a good photo. So then I
okay,
just take it on my phone and post it on my photo dump page. But
right,
like if I have my camera, I'm looking at like every single thing, whether it's like shoes, socks, whatever you have on,
right,
the angles that I could get, da da da, whatever.
right.
I look at a lot of different things.
Okay, no, I mean that makes sense for sure. You just talked about clothes and shoes, right? And you're a big fashion whiz in my opinion, if you will. I see you rock things that like, man, okay, that's fly. I don't know if I could do it though. I don't know if I'll be, no, that's you know what I'm saying. It's real. Like
Yeah.
I see stuff on people like, man, I love that. I think that like I wouldn't be able to do it though. Like you know what I'm saying. Like for
Mhm.
instance, like when I see somebody rock um I don't know, like penny loafers without socks. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Yeah, that's I'm like okay.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Better yet, better when I see someone rock like Chucks or like low Vans, and I love Chucks, I love Vans. They don't look right on me. Like I look silly with like
Mhm.
a flat shoe on. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like okay,
Mhm.
no, Zay got it for sure. Have you always been into clothing and fashion and putting pieces together, or is that something that like started in college, if you will?
Um, yeah. I mean, I used to be chopped back then. I was like
How,
my outfit
what you mean by chopped? What you mean by chopped?
like my outfits and stuff, and I was like little, like they were just like not what I would wear now. Like even in high school, somehow,
Well, I mean,
not
times
somehow,
change.
yeah. But like in high school, I got best dress.
That's not a shocker to me. That doesn't that makes sense. I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Looking back at it now, I was like,
You wouldn't. Okay,
but
you wouldn't like what you. Okay, right, understood.
in the moment, I was like, yeah. I actually won two things. I got best dress and best eyes, but they only allowed me to pick one, so I picked the most
That's
important one.
sick. Oh, you can only pick one.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I get. No, you got pretty eyes for real. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
they're
give you both.
green.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they're green.
And you Jesse Williams. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, come on. Man, you do surgery and stuff.
No,
All right,
you
yeah,
don't want that. You
I
don't want
couldn't do
that.
that. I don't know how doctors and
But
surgeons
I,
do what they do.
I kind of started taking it seriously once I started going on vacation and posting them
Okay.
on my outfits on social media, and then that kind of just became like a annual thing. So then I had to just step it up everywhere else in my life.
Because you come up with fits like for each day that you go on vacation,
Mhm.
right? And
Mhm. And I used to be,
I guess people do that for real. I just be throwing t-shirts and like a pair of jeans and shorts in a bag and being let's call it. Make sure I have enough
but
underwear.
I used to be extra though. Like I used to, like the week before I would go, I would have the outfits, and then I would take pictures in the outfits and put them all on one sheet, like a contact sheet. So then I
All
could
right.
like see how they all like correspond together.
No, that makes sense. that
And
I
then I know when I'm on the trip, I'm like, okay, this goes with this. It's the whole thing.
mean, no, it's definitely extra, but like it also doesn't surprise me about you at all.
I
Yeah,
didn't do that this year though.
I don't. You know what? I don't believe you, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't believe you. If there were no Drake and Beyonce, in music, what would you listen to? Kate Renata.
Yeah, house music.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like DJ sets.
Okay.
No, it's a mix of artists, but if you want a specific artist,
No vibe like how like when you say house, yeah. Okay, give me some specific. What? Yeah. Who you got?
a specific artist, probably Summer Walker,
Oh. Okay. Come on.
SZA,
Yeah.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I kind of look Harry Styles,
Okay. Come on.
Harry, and then oh, like I like Don Toliver too.
Don Toliver Fire for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Victoria Monet.
Yeah. Facts. Facts. All right. You got. Yeah. You got. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. I got nothing to say about that. I got nothing to say about that at all. Yeah. No. You got that. You got that. We only have about 3 or 4 minutes left. Um,
Well, hold on. Who's your favorite artist?
Oh, I mean, look, in my opinion, my musical tastes are like better than anybody. So like, yeah,
Hey.
yeah. I mean, but that's for me. That's how you should feel, right? Like if you love your
Mhm.
music, like on the rap side, right? I listen to a lot of Dave East, Nipsey Hussle, J Cole, um, Sue Surf. Those are like I probably listen to on the rap heavy side, Crutch Calhoun. But then like we get into R&B, like new R&B. I listen to a lot of music by this guy named Nippa. He's from the UK. Love Nippa. But like also like you might catch me in a phase where it's straight Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gap Band, Isley Brothers, Switch, El DeBarge, the Whispers, Idris.
That's how I am about like Caribbean music. Like I do
Yeah,
like
come on.
Caribbean music, or and then like one day Caribbean, the next day country. Like,
You
in
know,
and
you
out.
know what? And shout out to country. I still haven't like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it just I can't like I've tried and I'm gonna continue to try because like I hear some something like there's obviously talent, skill, like many individuals can sing,
Mhm.
right? But like it's just like it hasn't like oh yeah I can't wait to get in the ride and like
Yeah,
turn on Garth Brooks like no like you feel me
no.
like it's enough to drive to Drake and drive right and now you want me
Mhm.
to put on Toby Keith in the car like no I'm not about to like I
Mhm.
need I need to
It's a vibe sometimes, depending on where you're at.
Okay, understood. Yeah, yeah. No, look, like, yeah. I'm. Will I get there? I don't know. But like, hats off. There we go.
You got time.
Hats off. Yeah. No. So I ask everybody this question. Since Miles has been born. But for let's say for like little Zay, 22 years ago, or for kids, that might view this now, or like Miles, obviously, 10,
Mhm.
15, 25 years from now, what advice for a young, youthful individual would you give from Zay? Zay specifically, what comes to your mind of advice to offer a young individual in these times?
What, and I still to this day, what other people say don't doesn't really matter. It doesn't
Oh,
really matter because not everyone, like we talked about earlier, is wise counsel, and not everyone is on the same can be on the same wavelength as you. So like you gotta just be on like your own path, really. And because everyone, there's always gonna be people out there that like want to like tear you down because either they're jealous or like they wanna tear you down so they can climb up themselves. But like that doesn't like always work.
it's real.
It's like at work, like my paycheck doesn't affect your paycheck. So what's like the issue? So you can kind of put that with like life in
Yeah,
general. Is like
yeah,
what I do like doesn't affect you, especially if you're in two different careers. If that makes
yeah.
sense.
No, facts for sure. Yeah. So just stay in your lane. Our lanes are different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if we're doing the same thing, our lanes are still different because we're different, right? So
Yeah, we all don't drive the same car.
come on, that's a fact. No, for
Ooh,
sure.
I ate that one. That was good.
No,
Sorry.
no, no, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. All right, then, yeah, come on, man. Well, look, and also before we got 60 seconds left. I got a timer for this, but I did. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge um that you to put this on wax. You were our wedding photographer and videographer.
Hey.
So man, hey man, so like just thank you for capturing that moment in those moments because those are memories that we're gonna cherish for the rest of our lives, right? And it's extra special. For me, for both of us. I think that was one of our favorite parts was that okay, Zay is doing this, and
Mhm.
so yeah, that'll stay with us forever, man. So thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. But yeah, no, thank you for your time. Um, I look forward to people seeing this and taking a lot from it. And yeah, that's Zay. That's episode 3 of AD is Elevated. You did?
Hey.